Yes. And
We're
we're here, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Double Dribble, episode number 84, entitled Hard Times to Hoop Dreams. And it has been hard times for the last hour trying to get on this freaking thing.
because of
Anyway,
this guy.
shut up. Nobody asked you. Anyway, we're live from Las Vegas, Nevada, here at the Tarkanian. Thank you to the Tarkanian for allowing us to do this. That's amazing by them. We're simulcasting on YouTube and on Zoom right now. Again, our guest is the ABA Blue Division champion head coach, Anthony McNeely. We'll get to him in just a minute. But first, I want to introduce my panel. First off, Agent Drew. How you doing, brother?
Trying to survive out here, man. God, y'all took too long.
Whatever, shut up. You're the one that was out driving around. Anyway, Agent Drew's on. We also got Dominique Watson, one of the players and owners of the Las Vegas Royals, is here joining in the audience. Nick, thank you so much for joining. We appreciate you.
No problem.
Also
I'm going to get Deontay?
Yes.
Utah, right?
Yes.
All right, and we also have a couple other people in the audience. Deontay is on for all the way from Utah. Shout out to Utah. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. Hear me? All right. So if anybody else is in the audience and you're just not showing up, that is perfectly fine. You do not have to be visual. That is totally cool. We're going to go on and get rolling right now. Again, this episode is called episode 84, Hard Times to Hoop Dreams with Anthony McNeely. That's my guest right here. We're live again in Las Vegas, Nevada. Anthony, thank you so much for joining us, brother. I know we're brothers. We talk literally 7-8 times a day. But this is different. This is getting to know the real Anthony. I know the real Anthony McNeely. Nick knows the real Anthony McNeely. A lot of people don't, and I think your story is going to help a lot of people. So I appreciate you.
Not a problem, man. I appreciate you guys allowing me this time to speak and get to know you guys a little bit more. Man, have some fun with my guys, man. That's it.
Absolutely. And then, of course, we got to put in the disclaimer because of certain people. True. We want opinions of those that are given in the show are those of the ones giving the opinion. Take a Shot Media crew is not responsible for any of the opinions by the guest or panelists or main host, because I kind of did it last time. So their opinion is of those that give the opinion. I don't know if I can make that any freaking clearer. Anyway, we're ready to go. So let's go and get rolling. Anthony, you see my show. You know how this thing goes.
And you didn't introduce me?
Oh, that's right. See, this is what you get for being a butthead. Anyway,
that's you.
George, we got Neek. It's been wild right now, guys. It's what happens when you go live. So anyway, George is being Mamoody Judy right now. George is here behind the scenes, cameraman. We've been doing all this tech stuff for the last half hour. So shout out to George for doing all that. George Ochoa is here.
What's happening, y'all? Yeah, we're live in Las Vegas. It's all Ricky's fault, but neither here or there. Let's have a good show.
Wow, it's all my fault. I want to say otherwise. I'm the one who got us here, but that's beside the point. Anyway, this is what happens when you go live. You never know what the hell is going to happen. So Anthony knows how this goes. Anthony, we're going to ask for a little bit of background, if you don't mind. Just who you are, where you came from, basketball background, life background, and then we'll bounce off of you, no pun intended. And we'll have some fun. The floor is yours, my friend, whenever you're ready.
Born and raised in Compton. I moved to Vegas in 2018, in December of 2018. I've been a resident of Vegas for 7 years. Coached basketball. Started my basketball career coaching at Centennial High School in Compton, California. Right after I graduated from high school, it kind of started out as something that I just wanted to do to get out of the house. Something that I was bored. I knew I wasn't going to play in college. So I still wanted to be involved and to be around the game. Turns out I've been doing it for the last 16 years. It's just the one constant that I haven't stopped doing after so long. When I moved here, I had no intention of coaching at the time, just trying to get myself together, get things back up to speed. And then the opportunity came to coach semi-professional basketball, to enter a realm of basketball that I've never experienced. Coaching different players, coaching different personalities and things like that, learning different people. And it's been an enjoyable experience for the last 6 years of my career. So I've been enjoying it.
Cool. So that's a little bit of your professional background. Just a regular background. You said you're from Compton. Mm-hmm. Did you play growing up? Were you on teams growing up?
I played Park League. I played for my high school. I've obviously picked up and ranked all over the county. I'm an only child by blood. I have been raised just by my mother, my grandmother, and my aunt.
Shout out to all those single mamas, single grandmas, and aunties.
Other than that, man, I've been just live life just one day at a time. Especially just been just with certain circumstances and everything, and growing up with just cousins that were really like your brothers. That you all grew up together, and kind of went through the same set of circumstances and stuff. But outside of that, man, that's a little bit of my life. Really.
Yeah. So again, you came out here for 7 years, you said.
Mm-hmm.
And then were you doing the trip like every weekend, or were you like actually living out?
So when I started coaching out here, I was a resident.
Okay.
I lived here. My career started with the Nevada Pharaohs. In the ABA. I didn't even know the ABA was still around.
You and everybody else.
So that was an interesting experiment.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy how life works out, because I had no idea of the hoop coach life in terms of basketball, in terms of life, still trying to get my feet wet out here and everything. And then I come across Dominique at an open run right here in this building, actually, trying to recruit players and trying to scout players and stuff. And I had no idea who the Royals were at the time. And that turned into an interesting relationship in the beginning. So,
we are so gonna ask. We're so gonna ask. Neek, what the heck is he talking about, bro? He's laughing.
He tried to recruit me.
He tried to recruit you?
I tried to recruit the owner of my team. I tried to recruit the owner.
You can't write that, bro.
During the open run, I said, "Hey, man, like, hey, bro, can play. Like, I really want you to come play for me." I was like, "What?" Bro, I'm the owner for the Royals. I'm like,
"Nah, that ain't.
That's how he did.
That ain't how.
That ain't how it went.
That ain't how I said it.
Uh-oh.
That ain't how I said it.
How'd it go, bro?
I said, "Do you know who the hell I am?"
You would say that.
Yeah.
You would say that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's
especially because of the issues that we already had with, the pigeons. You know what I'm saying? So
funny.
That's our nickname for them, the pigeons.
Pigeons. For the Pharaohs, they call them the pigeons.
But you also have to remember, I just moved here at the time, and I had no idea. So I was kind of like a deer in headlights.
Okay.
Really trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Really trying to change the culture and stuff like that, which turned into a couple of games that we've had with the Royals.
Okay.
That wasn't really too pleasant at that time.
Do tell.
I had a player who had 50, right?
Okay.
But lost by 45.
Oh my God.
Whoa. Really?
Big smile.
That was that the first time or the second time?
They lost by 75.
Was that the first time or the second time?
That was both times.
Oh my God.
There's pictures out with my facial expression somewhere.
Oh, we got to get that. That's got to happen.
That was when you try to come up with something, and it doesn't matter what you come up with at that time. Mm-hmm. That was bad. That was a point to prove that I had nothing to do with. But I learned a lot about Vegas basketball that day, and don't ever schedule a game with the Royals.
So from there, you've met Dominique, who's scary as hell on the court, but he's a super cool dude off the court. How did you guys finally, like, you didn't have a beef, but this guy's like, don't you know who the hell I am? And then he kicks your ass in 2 games. Like, how did you guys become like really good friends after that?
Well, the thing was, I'm ignorant, and he's crazy. So
we know people like that.
I'm literally trying to come up with a game plan, really trying to win. And he's on the bench on the other team. Like, bro, he's really trying.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I can't even be mad. He's really trying. Hey, bro, come here. Really called from the owner of the other team. Called me to the other team's bench and said, "Hey, man, listen, I see you really trying. It's just not working. Just when you're ready, come to the winning side."
Oh my God.
I'm like, bro, that's a challenge, brother. Like, what?
Yeah.
And then about maybe a week later, my season got canceled.
And look at you now. Look what he's wearing. the Vegas Royal Polo, and he's the defending Blue Division champions going for the Pac South Championship right now. That's wild to me. Okay, so George, I'm gonna let you go first since you're right here. What is some things you would like to ask Anthony, maybe about his background? Anything maybe I didn't cover about his background, or anything you want to lead into from what we just talked about?
Yeah, so Anthony, so because like you were coaching, right?
Mm-hmm.
So coaching the Royals, because I don't know like if you coached anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
What was like your welcoming moment when you first coached the Royals?
Besides getting called that by me.
My welcoming
That
moment,
too.
My welcoming moment for the Royals. I got a technical foul my first game.
Nice.
Really? Want to explain that?
Was it caused by Dom?
No, actually, it was not. First game of the season.
Dom has something to do with that.
No, I know.
Damn, Dom.
No,
Actually,
no.
He says not. He says
not
not.
this one. Not this one. First, it was the breast cancer awareness game.
Okay.
Okay.
It was my first official game with the Royals, and it was a lot of eyes on it because I was the coach for the other team.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And it was a lot of pressure on it because well, he couldn't do nothing over there, so they say.
Okay.
So what can he do over here?
Mm-hmm.
And we've heard that all off season.
Okay.
At the time, I was the assistant coach.
Okay.
And someone else was there.
Okay.
God, I remember getting up, and I think I said something to Shep. At the time. I got a technical foul.
Is Shep the referee or who's Shep?
John Shep. I think I said something to Shep at the time. It wasn't really nothing nice. He gave me a technical foul. And I was going to get another one, but Nick was like, no, chill, we good. Like, you made your point. But, I mean, that was my welcome moment for the Royals, but it was a different atmosphere. It was a different culture. It was a different set of culture. It was a different set of expectations and circumstances. You're talking about a team that has owned this market for almost a decade.
That's right.
And Benny, before I got here, was a pretty viable team in the ABA on the West Coast.
Okay.
Did things the right way, was successful in winning and stuff, but get to the playoffs, we couldn't get to that step.
Okay.
That's what made it interesting for myself. Everybody wanted something different. And I wanted somewhere to belong. I wanted somewhere to go. I wanted somewhere where I felt wanted and appreciated and learned. So this was my first actual stint, really learning the ABA, really learning how the game is played, really learning the officials. That entire first season was literally on the clock training.
Yeah, pretty much. You got anything else good? All right. So thank George for that. So one thing a lot of people don't know about Anthony that I know about Anthony and Nick knows about Anthony is a student of the game and a student of life. He loves to analyze things. He loves to study things. And like you just said, he was a student the entire time that he's coaching other players. Like, did that feel going through that season, being the new guy, but still trying to run the show?
It's a good question. It was very different because you're learning different personalities. You're learning different styles. You're really learning other players, the psychology of other players. It's different from everybody wanting to be one thing and everybody understanding where they are on the team, roles on their team, and understanding what it takes to win. At all costs, what it takes to win. And coming from a situation, whether it was high school or another team semi-professionally, it was different. It was a breath of fresh air. So a lot of that was really learning from them, learning from certain players, really learning their tendencies, really learning styles, really learning who meshes, what clicks, what works. And then also too, what really helped too is really learning the history of the Royals. That's awesome. That was also a very humbling thing too. And I had to find out that not a lot of people like us for numerous reasons.
Coming from
Wow.
the West Coast over by LA, we understand. Trust me, we get it. San Diego, same thing. We get it. Trust me. But that makes you scrappy. That makes you're the target, man, and that makes you're right now. You guys are in the new division, and you came in and absolutely dominated the blue division. So now you're the big guy on campus now, you know. And
The
now
big man on campus.
they were the big man on campus. You came into the new school and just took over. So how did that? What kind of adjustment was that for coming into the blue division this year?
Well, that was interesting because we didn't find out about the switch in our division until January.
Yeah.
So we were kind of shocked on that too, a bit surprised. But kudos to the other teams in the other division. You know, I guess we're trying to condense and consolidate teams in terms of travel, in terms of being able to get how many games was played and each portions of the region and each portion of said divisions. So it kind of helps out, but it also puts us in a excuse my language.
You're good.
It puts ourselves in a better position to elevate our division.
Yeah.
As if the Southern Black division. So now that puts us in a better position for us to elevate our division. So when other teams come in, to elevate their style and their level.
You wanted to say something?
Yeah, so I actually got one more question. How is it like growing up being the only child, and what challenges have you faced being an only child, like during your time being an only child?
It's long. That's why I having friends.
Yeah.
That's why having really good friends and having a really good support system means a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be days where you want to be to yourself, you know, but it'd be also other days where you might want to go out and do something.
Mm-hmm.
You might not have no one there to hang with at the time, or other people are busy. So kind of have to keep yourself busy a lot of times, really. You know.
Yeah, I hear that. I have a son. He's the only child. I know you have a son. I believe you have one child also.
Jordan.
So, Jordan, what approach do you give to him? You know, you being an only child, him being an only child. Do you allow him to make his own mistakes? Do you back him on certain things, but get on him about others? It's hard, especially for boys, because they're so freaking stubborn. You know?
Yeah. My approach with my son is you're only little once.
Yeah.
You know, you're only a kid, you're only a child one time in life.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to allow them to make mistakes, and you have to allow them to do certain things to grow and elevate. You know, I tell people all the time, listen, I may have never had any siblings in my life, but I feel God made up for it by giving me my son.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
So
Mm-hmm.
it's definitely been challenging at times. I love him, he's a smart ass. But, you know,
Gee, I wonder why. I love you. You know that.
that's my man. You know, I'm learning more from him. I'm learning
You
more
do.
from him than what he does for me. So I'm just grateful. I'm just grateful for it all.
How old is your son?
13.
13?
He's 14.
And are you thinking about having like another child, or that's it, one and
I'm done. Bro. So
done?
One
So
and
it's
done.
over
One
with,
and
man.
done.
they're too expensive, and I like my sleep.
He said they're too expensive and likes to sleep.
No, he ain't lying.
I got someone else who likes to sleep but doesn't get it very often. Drew, you got anything you want to say to Mr. Coach Anthony McNeely? Anything we've covered so far?
Yeah, well, it's more like comments more than questions. You know me. The haters are going to be haters, and they only watch me because they're jealous. They only watch me because they try to duplicate me, but they can never replicate me. So it's the same thing with Ant. I can understand, like, that's why me and him kind of have like kind of a bond, because we can listen to the noise and we can ignore it. We can just prove them wrong. And that's what I think Ant does with his team with the Royals, is they try to prove everybody wrong because they are a threat. They always been a threat, whether they're in the black division, whether in the blue or whatever division. They're always one of those teams that literally, when you get a schedule and you see you have to play the Royals, you're like, oh shit, these guys are going to be tough every year because they bring something. So, and with Ant and with Neat and with everybody else that runs stuff there, they're going to handle their thing and they're going to do it well. So just shout out. Growing up from a single parent as well for a while, my parents divorced when I was younger. Dad was always in the picture, but it was always like the same thing where literally you got one parent taking care of you for a while, and I lived in a house with four women at one point. I had my grandmas, I had my aunts, my mom, so it was a challenge, but sometimes you got to be the bigger role and be the man of the house and do the things that what a man's expected to do. And I learn when you grow up, you got to do responsibilities and stuff like that, paying bills, doing whatever you had to do. So I could understand and I could feel for it.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
No,
That means a lot.
absolutely. Another thing that you might not know about Anthony is, like I said, he is a people person, not a people pleaser, but a people person. He'll tell you how it is. Even us, we're like brothers, but if I screw up, he lets me know, and like vice versa. And that's the kind of relationship brothers should have. But in the community as well, first off, before we get into community, I want to talk about the two quotes that I found on your page. I absolutely love quotes, you know that. One of them said, if you can't stop thinking about it, don't stop working for it. And where did you get that from? And what kind of effect does that quote have on you going into your coaching approach?
Just take the quote again.
The quote is, if you can't stop thinking about it, don't stop working for it. And I know you tell me that stuff all the time.
Follow your dream, man. Follow your dream. If it's something that is easy for you to accomplish, then it's probably not worth doing.
Yeah.
Something worth it has to be challenging. Something worth it has to be exciting. And it has to wake you up in the morning. You may have to lose some sleep. You might have to get some gray hair. You might have to make some adjustments in life in certain things. But if you want something as bad as you like breathing every day, nothing won't stop you.
Oh, I like that. You want something as much as you like breathing every day. See what I mean?
Sidebar.
I love that.
Sidebar. Look at the picture on Dominic's back.
What does it say?
Oh, I see it. Now it says breathing. Quit back. What does it say?
What does it say?
I see the picture.
No, just look at the picture.
He's crying. Is it crying or thinking?
That's me.
That is you. Oh, that's when you were. Oh, I know what picture that is. Okay, yeah.
Shit just falling apart.
Yeah, I've seen that picture.
He was crying.
Yeah, I've seen that picture. But you know what? I respect you. We're laughing, but I respect him for putting that picture out there because that shows you're real. You're not a fake coach. People come in, oh, I'm 100 every time I come in. No, be authentic, bro. Like you call me at 2 a.m. sometimes. Hey, I'm hurting. Let's talk. And same here. And that goes a long way in my book, 100%.
Another humbling, I know I didn't mention this, another humbling thing about this team that I had to realize about my welcome to the Royals or welcome to the NBA moment is when we travel.
Okay.
And when we travel and we don't have a full team, the times we wouldn't have a full team.
Yeah.
And other teams are susceptible or able to get the better hand.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Right. But when you celebrate the game as if you've won the chip in such a fashion, it confused me. I'm like, bro, why are people celebrating so hard?
Like as if they won the whole thing. You just won game.
Bro, because teams really want to not to brag or anything. People really want to beat the Royals.
It's true though.
And I had to ask veteran players, bro, why is it like this every time when we go out of town? It's been a regular game. And I was told teams wait for the right moment to play us and have a chance to win. Teams will stack players to get one game on the road. It's like, wow. That's a lot. I don't know whether that's humbling or flattering or anything at the time, but I was like, that says a lot.
Yeah, I think it shows you how much they hated you guys or how much, I don't know, they don't like you guys, because why else are they trying to celebrate as if they won a championship, right?
Well, a lot of that is credit to Dominic and his vision with the Royals. Relentless. Always in your face. If you're gonna, excuse my language, if you're gonna talk shit, I'm gonna come back too. But when I come back, you better come back with it. Because if not, FAFO. That's it.
Like they all said, what goes around comes around.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. But also, he says what goes around comes around, but also in a good way. What goes around comes around. You guys are huge on community. You guys are always doing community stuff. Even like the breast cancer thing you were talking about. You guys wore pink jerseys for a number of games, and I respect the hell out of that. You guys do stuff for suicide awareness. You guys do stuff for mental awareness, and we all know why. We've covered that numerous times. R.I.P. Dell. We talk about that all the time, you know, and it's made you guys the organization you are. And people hate on you because they ain't you. Like Drew said, for once I have to agree with Drew, and it hurts. Yeah. But they hate you because they ain't you, you know, and not because you guys are a killer basketball team. That's just a plus. That's icing on the cake. You guys are great in the community. You guys are great with kids. You guys are great people. I could call you and Neek at any time of the freaking day. Neek might yell at me. You usually don't. Neek might yell at me if I call him too early. But he's always there to talk to me. You're always there to talk to me. And I'm 41, bro. That goes a long way, you know, because there's times, you know, dad breakdowns are real. Even Neek will agree. Dad breakdowns are real, man. Like, you 3 a.m, you just start crying, you know, just about why, like, what am I doing wrong? What can I fix? A dad is never satisfied. If he is satisfied, he has not completed his job. So I'm just putting that out there. Another quote I like from you is people over paper. Since we're talking about people over paper. Money's great. You always tell me this. Money is good, but enjoy the journry.
Well, actually, it's a really good quote, but it's not mine.
But it's actually on your page.
It's actually not mine. So
okay.
It actually belongs to a good friend of mine, a clothing brand.
Love it.
Called Morals and Values.
Love it.
And that's one of the things that she models.
I love
people
that.
over paper. People over paper. Value people over the dollar. Value people over currency. Your relationships with people are far more valuable than currency, because I can take the dollar out of my pocket. I can hurry up and spend it. I might get change back, but I'm not going to get the equal value of the dollar.
Nope.
But the value that I have in the relationships that I have with my friends, my family, my coworkers, anybody who I have close to means more than you.
I told George got something, and then we'll go to Drew.
Shout out to Kelly Thompson.
Yeah, Kelly.
Yeah. Shout out to Kelly Thompson. Yeah, like that goes to show you that if you are thinking about because at the end of the day, money's just green paper, right? So with that, like you said, I like what you said right there, because like a lot of times we worship money over worship like the things that we work to get the money. So that goes to show you, like, it's about the process. It's about the relationships that you build. That's worth more than $1. That's worth more than $1 million. Yeah, we want to. Money helps us to some degree to like survive, but what makes us even stronger is having the people and having the community around us. And I like what you said there, because a lot of people are materialistic sometimes to the point where they don't realize like people, they have to value people more than they have to value the paper. Because at the end of the day, like what I read the Bible, I did a Bible study last week, and what really struck me is that sorry guys,
you're good. This is the authentic show, bro. You know that.
Yeah, so like because at the end of the day, when God is not going to judge us by how much money we make, because at the end of the day, it's going to be gone anyway. He's going to value how much we have a relationship with him, as well as the people around us. That's what he's going to judge us on. And we came to this earth by building good relationships, but like sharing faith with God. So I just wanted to share that with you.
I love that.
I love that. Sorry, guys, I'm taking notes over here.
I believe everybody has a point in time in their life where they go through their own brand of adversity, right?
We all do.
And that's what makes this team very special. This organization very special. The names are great and everything, the talent and everything, but it's not quitting.
Right.
It's not quitting. It's a commitment. You're not just committing to the season. You're committing to the other person that you put a jersey on. You know, regardless of how I may feel about you, me and you look the same right now. So I got your back on.
Got you.
You know, this is a commitment. I moved back home last year. And it's crazy how things work, right?
We'll get into that right now.
It's crazy how things work.
I was
And
gonna
I'm-
start from
and
the
I'm-
top.
and I'm-
What happened?
I went through my own fair
Yeah.
share of adversity. Young man over the phone, no. May of 2023, lost my house. I was homeless. Like, lived in my car. You know?
Sorry to hear that.
Man, it's good, man. We good, man. It had to happen. I was very selfish. I didn't think I could be touched at the time. Things happened, you know, but I ran out of time to make something work. And I got that knock on the door in the morning, and I got told, "Hey, I need you to pack a bag. I'm about to lock this door." Luckily, my kid went to school already, and he didn't have to see that, but that's what started this process. So this journey, right? This was May of 2023. A lot of people didn't know at the time. In April, right before April 19th, I lost my best friend to a fentanyl overdose. So that was a little less than a month before I got evicted from my home. So really going through an emotional tailspin at the time. At that time, I got some help from some very likely and one very unlikely source. And I'm very appreciative of it. But that also lets you know who really rock with you and who's your true friends, and who's really a village.
100.
This life, this thing that we do called life, it takes a village, not just kids.
Right.
Absolutely. That's why it goes back to relationships and friends. Don't mess over people. Don't burn bridges that you might want to have to cross again. You might have to cross again.
Yeah.
And at that time, I've still had a job. I went from my car to a friend's house,
Steps.
back to my car, Dominique's house. I got really sick, and I had to quarantine. Once I got done and got cleared, I welcome back. All while coaching the Royals. All while coaching the Royals. I ended up living in the North for a little over a year with a buddy of mine, a co-worker of mine. And then I went from there to a friend's house in the middle of Vegas, all while still coaching the Royals because this was my peace.
Yep. It's your outlet. It's your
With
outlet.
everything going on in my life, I need to be able to sit. And this right here, like I said, is my biggest piece, my biggest payment. You know, between this and my son at the time was keeping me in Vegas, was keeping me here. So that was one of the biggest challenges. We won a division championship going through that. You know, sometimes suffering in silence is better than just bloviating, being just bragging about it. That's not something. At the time, it wasn't something to brag about or hold as a badge of honor, right? But it was something to keep me encouraged. It was something to keep me motivated. Granted, every 5 steps I took, I may have took 6 or 7 to maybe 10 steps back, but you gotta keep going. You gotta keep fighting. Everybody has their vices, everybody has their struggles, and everybody has a set of circumstances that they go through that they're still facing, but they're bigger than their circumstances. It may take a while, right? But it's not over. There's always a light at the end of the tunnel. You just have to keep going.
Yep. 100.
So we always hear the expression, grass isn't always greener on the other side.
Right.
It's not so much greener on the other side, it's more greener where you water it. It's more greener where you plant. You know, so instead of jumping ship and doing certain things and quitting, I stayed. This was my peace.
It's your safe spot.
And I was allowed that. I also was kept accountable. You know,
Which is good.
My brother looked me in my face, said, "Hey, prime example. You were late to this game. You are not coaching this game.
That sounds about
Do
right.
not make me do that."
Yep.
I was late. Regardless of what situation it was, I was late. and he looked me in the face on the bench. As the owner of this team, you are not coaching. If you say anything else to me again, you're going to sit in the bleachers. Did not say nothing else.
No, and we need friends like that.
We had a meeting
Mm-hmm.
after the game. Don't ever make me do that again.
Yep.
Because I know how much you want to be here, and I know, but I need you here, and I can't have you here if you are a detriment. So I say all of that to say, and I mention that to say, no matter what you're going through, you're not alone.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. You just keep going.
Yep.
Just keep going, and I appreciate y'all for allowing me to share that.
And you know what? Honestly, you're just changing a life. You don't know it yet. But whoever someone's gonna see this, I can guarantee someone's gonna see this. They might be thinking about taking their life. You don't know. You don't know. I have a tattoo on my arm. I always say this. It's a smile now, cry later. And it says God has his reasons. The smile is red because it's happy and vibrant, and then the crying is blue because you're hurting, you're sad, you're broken. You know, but God has his reasons for everything. He's gonna take you. If he's gonna take you to a storm, he's gonna take you through a storm. Remember, I sent you that, Anthony. I sent you that verse. And I always remember that when I was going through a really dark depression after my divorce, my cousin Andy, who's a preacher, sent me that, and I still have it in my Gmail. Every time I need to go back and look at it, and I cry every single time because it takes me right back to where I was. But it's like, hey, you can still move forward, you know. And honestly, and there's people here. I'll just say it out here. If it wasn't for my mom helping me and for the friends that I have that have helped me, especially this year has been the most humbling year of my life. Anthony knows because he's been one of them. I might be homeless. I don't know. I don't know what would happen, honestly. But I'll openly put that out there. And I know I'm going to go to someone right now. And if he wants to talk about it, he can. If not, he can decline it. Drew, I'm going to go to you, bro. We're all having an emotional moment here. A lot of people don't know you overcame a lot this last year, too.
Yeah. I was going through a lot of traumatic stuff myself. I was kind of in the same boat, stressing where I was going to live, stressing was I going to have another meal to eat. I was going through the homelessness myself. People don't know that I was living out of a car, which I ended up losing the car, and then I was sleeping on couch to couch, just trying to get anywhere I can, making bread when I could, you know, and just I was going through it was a rough spell. And we all have those rough spells, but we have friends to depend on, like you said, and it's not your quote, but yeah, people over paper. I I literally am a millionaire. I call myself a millionaire because it's not money that I have. It's friendships and relationships and partnerships that I've built. And I'm grateful for all those that I've had. They've opened up a ton of doors. Ricky and George with this platform allowed me to speak my voice. Sometimes it's controversial, sometimes it's right where it needs to be, but I appreciate it. I have guys like Ant who, give me advice. Neek, I got guys like Eric who've opened this door for ABA, Guy Levy, and a bunch of other people, and then Michael Callahan, and the list goes on how many people I can name that have opened up so many doors for me. And I'm grateful for every of those opportunities because at the end of the day, yeah, it's great making money. I'm not going to lie, it helps us live because we need it for rent, we need it for bills, we need it for life. But at the end of the day, I value friendships, I value relationships more, companionship, friendship. Like there's a lot of things that are not guaranteed in life. Um, I'm not guaranteed to live the next day. I'm not guaranteed to have the job that I do, but there's some things I'm in debt for, and friendship is one thing we get to choose in life. We get to choose who our friends want to be. Ricky, George, Josh, who's not here, they're my B4Ls. They're my brothers for life. I don't care whatever happens. If they need something, I'm there. I could always call. They could call on me. I could call on them, and we're gonna always have each other's back no matter what. I could be old and gray, and it's still gonna be the same. So yeah, you never know. I'm too much of a wuss to put a tattoo on me. But I can put it on my wall on social media. I could do a lot of things to just say that, friends over bucks all day.
Yep. And like we say, life over basketball, Andrew, that doesn't make you a wuss that you don't get a tattoo, which is crazy because you're one of the biggest hard asses that I know. But for you to come out and be authentic like that, again, you might have just changed the life I appreciate you so much. So, guys, you guys are watching Double Dribble, episode number 84, Hard Times to Hoop Dreams. And just from the story that we've had so far, and from you're literally living on the streets practically, to now you're changing lives out there on the court. And now you're going to be changing lives off the court, whether you know it or not. And Neek has done that for years as well. We got about 15 minutes left because I want to get you some lunch before the big giant game today that we haven't even talked about. The Pac South Championship winner will go up to take on the two-time national runner-up, two-time Western Regional Champion Silicon Valley Panthers. Real quick, in like 5 minutes, how are you feeling going into today?
I'm excited. It's a rivalry renewed. There's some history there between both teams. But it's always a good game. I enjoy hosting Eric and going to Eric and the Suns. It's always a great game. It's always a great time. Tensions is always there, but it's always good and within competition.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always
those 4 lines.
It's always a great time. I'm excited.
It's gonna be a fun one. Okay, so we got about 15 minutes. I know we started late, so I apologize. But the story, this may be one of the shortest shows we have, but I think it might be one of the most impactful. And it's not the time that you have, it's what you do with the time you're given.
Yeah.
So, and today, again, you're changing lives. I don't even need notes anymore. Like, we're just going to go off the heart here. What you're doing, what you've been doing. I was rock bottom this year, bro. And you were one of the ones that I reached out to for because I knew you weren't going to talk down. You were going to talk to me, but you wouldn't talk through me. And you don't do that. And I appreciate that as your brother, as your friend. I appreciate that 100 million %. Drew, you're the same way. George, the same way. Neek, most definitely is the same way, but it's all love. We're all going to struggle at one time in life, or 4 or 5, but it's who's behind you when that happens. So, you know what? Enough of this very emotional stuff. We're all smart asses. Some of us hard asses, Drew. But we are authentic. We're real. And as Eric Bischoff used to say, controversy creates cash.
Mm-hmm. It does. It does.
Speaking of WWE and WCW, Anthony is a WWE fan. So real quick, we got like 2 minutes. Who is your favorite current WWE star? You can do male, female, or just male, doesn't matter. And your former, since you're an Attitude Era boy, your favorite Attitude Era star.
No,
We ask the tough questions.
That's what we do.
That's what we do.
Rhea Ripley is a good one.
I love Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley is
Demi Bennett is her real name. She don't look like a Demi.
Attitude Era. So I've been watching a lot of that recently. Shit's crazy. It's a toss up between Rock and Austin.
Oh, those were the 2 headliners.
It's a toss up between those 2. Currently,
I want to hear this. I want to hear this.
It's either going to be Roman Bro or CM Punk. I'm a really big CM Punk fan.
Mm-hmm.
And his transition with everything, going from starting from the Indies and going to WWE and how that turned out. Then not doing anything had a small stint at UFC. Horrible small stint with the AEW. And I kind of getting the backstory on how that went.
That went down bad, yeah.
But knowing that wasn't his fault and he told the truth, and for him to come back in the fashion that he did, I'm a real big fan of that.
And now you're promoting WrestleMania main event. Roman Reigns, CM Punk. I got to put you on the spot. Who's winning?
You guys should really think about that one.
Well, Roman Reigns won the Rumble. So
that might go 40 minutes, man.
Oh, easy.
I think Roman go.
And that's out here.
I think Roman gonna get it.
That's going to be out this way. Might want to look into some scalpers.
I think.
Kidding.
Listen.
Wow, Ricky.
That's going to be out here at Allegiant at the Raiders Stadium.
But I think the most interesting match is going to be Randy and Cody.
That's going to be an awesome match.
I think that's going to be the most
interesting. So much history.
Outside of that, I mean, that's going to be an interesting one for sure.
Oh man. Well, again, we're not paid by WWE because if we were, we wouldn't be in a little office like this. But again, shout out to the Tarkanian. We appreciate you so freaking much. We just drove all the way from LA and you were polite to us in the front. You let us in the office. You let us walk around. Shout out to the Tarkanian. All right. Dom, do you have anything you want to say for a couple minutes before we go into our ending segments? He's laughing already. I'm scared.
Oh no, I know.
I'm scared.
He has a lot
I'm
to say.
scared. You got like 3 minutes.
I'm ready to hoop, bro. That's
Bring it home, he says.
just.
Bring it home, he says.
I'm ready to hoop.
It's gonna be.
I'm here for moral support from my brother.
He's here for
He
more.
know what kind of mindset I'm in right now.
Yeah. We're all brothers, every single one of us on this screen.
If I could say something really quick,
Absolutely, it's your
like,
show.
I know we probably pressed for time
Now you're good.
and everything, but I say this a lot: commitment, right?
Mm-hmm.
And going back to everything, there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
The light at the end of my tunnel. I had to step away from this
Okay.
for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people didn't know that.
I didn't start the year with
Mhm.
Royals and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I went home. I in Compton.
Okay.
Got off to a rough start at
Mhm.
home,
That's when we started talking again.
but had a chance to. Now I'm working, and then I had a chance to. I was already coming out here.
Mhm.
I've been back here. I was doing executive stuff behind the scenes for the Royals, still keeping up with the team and meetings and things like that and notes and stuff. I didn't come back officially till Thanksgiving weekend.
That's right.
Thought I was gonna be out here for vacation. I had my son for the weekend, and I said, "Hey, my brother called me and said, hey, I need you to be here this weekend." I said, "Luckily, I'm on." I said, "Luckily, I'm on my way. I'm gonna be in Vegas for the weekend anyway." And I've been here ever since. It was a surprise for the team because no one knew I was here.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody knew I was coming, and I've been here ever since. I make the trip. I work 2 jobs at home.
Mm-hmm.
I come out here every week. I come out here every other weekend. I come out here every other weekend. And I committed to this team. I committed to this team as if they committed to me.
I am gonna say something though, because I heard what George was saying about living couch to couch, being homeless, and I respect that, bro, because a lot of people that that go through that, mental health really kick in. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people think suicide, just anything just to, for it to be a getaway. And I applaud you, bro, especially, being having nobody, in your corner like that, you know what I'm saying, and not even go that route. Because a lot of people don't know, bro. Last year, the whole season for the Royals, I was homeless. Like, a lot of people don't know that. Like, we were staying in a hotel. You know what I'm saying? We were staying at a hotel the whole season. And it was times where, I wanted to give up, I wanted to break down, you know what I'm saying? And like honestly, I looked at my kids every day and I'm like, nah, they like as long as they still happy, I'm good, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it was times where, of course, like I felt less of a man, being a father, and you got your family in a hotel, you know what I'm saying? So my kids didn't want to leave. They had to swim, they had the pool, anything with a McDonald's, they love it, you know what I'm saying? So, George, I really applaud you, because I know the feeling, bro. I really do. I really do.
It's not easy.
Well, since everybody's kind of like sharing like their past story, like something happened in 2023 where I quit a job in 2022, and then I was doing like agency work, meaning that they'll only call you if they need you, and then once they
Yeah.
temp stuff.
Temp agency, yeah.
Tell me why I went almost 3 months without people like calling me up for a job.
Temps are like that.
You know what I'm saying? So It was like 2023 was actually my worst year because there was not much I could do. I couldn't hang around with like certain people like I wanted to. Um, and I couldn't do much that I was planning on doing because that same year I actually went to Vegas with friends. And then that same year I went to Orlando with my best friend. And then little do I know, found out the job I was currently on while I was on like a mini vacation in Orlando that they said they didn't need me anymore. So once I got home, that's when it kind of really hit hard for me, saying like, oh, you know what, I gotta hustle, I gotta talk to someone. And one thing about me is um like 2023 made me realize that, you know what, it is okay to like talk to the people around you that you love. That's gonna like give you that's gonna really help you, you know. So, and that's who you're that'll let you know who your real friends are. So I just wanted to keep that. So I know we're stuck on time, but I just wanted to share that too, since everyone shared their struggles. So it just goes to show you like it's not where you're from, it's where you're going.
Oh, I like that. That was good. It's not where you're from, it's where you're going. Wow. All right. Again, this is probably one of the most emotional. We've had some pretty emotional shows. Obviously, we did the pillow one where we took the pillows to all the homeless people, walked around homeless in Catmans. We've had episodes where our friends have died. We've had episodes where, you know, other things have happened as well that are just broke. Someone on the panel, somebody on the panel was broken one time or another. But again, here we are still standing. Episode 84. 84, y'all. We're almost to 100. We're just about done. I'm a big emotional guy. Y'all know that. But it's time to get rid of the emotions. It's time to have some fun. 5 minutes, quick. So, Drew, you got 2 minutes off the hoof. Go.
Just I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to talk business because I know Ant, Neek, and them are going to handle business on the court.
Look at
Very
that.
obviously,
Look at that.
because
Support of Agent Drew.
yes, they're gonna handle business when it is, and one of the two teams, no matter what, I respect the hell out of obviously the Royals and the Suns. That was one of the two teams I've worked with in the ABA. Like I said, after the last game that just happened with us in the final, pretty much I said, I'm pretty much a free agent now because Guy Levy, if you haven't heard, it's not coming back next season. They're out. So I'm pretty out for the ABA. Unless somebody needs my services, maybe I might make a guest appearance or something. But hey, leaving me out is fine. Yeah, I'm still gonna make do.
Lifelong basketball, always.
Yeah. So, and going back to like we were talking about emotions, as much as this is going to be off the hoof emotional, it's kind of the thing. It's like when you are in your deepest, darkest points of your life, whether you're really down, you find out who your real friends are because then if the fake ones will come around only when you're doing well, but the real ones stay with you when they're gonna grind it out when you're down in the well. So if you're down there in the pit, if you're down there in rock bottom, if you're feeling hurt, the real ones will be down there to pick you up. They'll literally let you stand on their back to get out of that hole. That's who your real friends are. And I'm grateful for, like I said, I'm grateful for all the relationships. I've been around ABA for 7 years. I've been around basketball for 36 years. And I know who's real and who's fake. And all these guys on the screen right here, these some real brothers right here for life.
All right. So right back at you, brother. And we have talks till 2 a.m. sometimes too. We have talks till like 2 a.m. sometimes too. Me and Drew. Drew may look like a scary guy, a controversial guy, but he can get emotional. He can be real.
Hey, real men cry, bro. Real men show their emotions.
No, and real men show emotions. I like that. Okay, so now that we've got the business out of the way, we got like 5 minutes. So I'm gonna let George. Speaking of John Cena, Mancini. 5. Give me the Fab 5, George.
All right. So earlier in the show, you did say you was a student of the game, right?
I would like to think so.
I'd say so.
So, based on that, who will be your fave 5 basketball personalities that you look up to? It could be a basketball analyst, it could be a basketball
players, that's good.
Or it could be someone that
is good. Basketball. Look at Nick smiling. That was a good question. Wow, that was good. Damn.
5?
It's called Fab 5 for a reason.
Good damn question, George. Hey, Drew. Hey, my fault, Drew. George, good question, bro.
You said analyst.
Answer the question. Y'all want to hear this.
Player, coach, anybody who stood out to you in your lifetime?
Top 5.
I'm a real big story guy.
Okay.
Okay.
Big story guy.
I like being able to. I like promos. I like segments.
Geez, so do
I
we.
like to kind of feed off that.
Yeah.
Like, tell a story. Like Bob Costas is a good one.
Oh, legend.
Yes.
Bob Costas.
Shout out to Bob Costas. NBC.
Mike Breen
Okay.
Mhm.
is another one. Dick Vitale.
Okay.
Love Dick Vitale. Okay.
I like him. He's always hype.
He's amazing. And he's overcome a lot too.
Is it Lou Nance?
Stu Lance?
Stu Lance?
From the Lakers? Oh,
No.
Newts.
No.
Then I have no
He,
idea.
he does the Masters.
Oh, the Masters. Okay. I'm not a big
Oh.
golf
He
guy.
does
Drew?
the Masters, but he also
Yeah. Stu Lance.
No, not Stu Lance. The
No.
one from golf. Golf.
he does.
Oh, Jim Nance. Jim Nance.
There it is. Okay, that's 4.
And he only did the primetime games for college basketball too. He only did like the big games.
Yeah, he only did the big, but he was big. He's always at the Masters.
And then five.
So you got one left. One left. Who's your closer?
It's got to be freaking.
No,
It's got to be what's his name, man?
Vin Scully's
Chick Hearn.
Chick Hearn, bro.
Wasn't around for Chick Hearn. Wasn't around for Chick Hearn. I got Bob Costas towards the end.
Bob Costas is awesome. What about a player that made an impact on you? Both either on the court or off.
Mm-hmm.
Player that has made an impact for me. I'll give you 2.
Okay.
All right.
I'll give
Go
you
ahead.
2. Not to gaslight on the phone.
They're doing gaslight.
Over the computer. Dominique Watson
Love them. They all love
Shout out to Dominic Watson.
and Deontay Burton.
Okay, there it is. They're
Okay.
both on the screen here for a reason.
Shout out to y'all.
Deontay Burton was my former teammate
Okay,
in high school.
cool. Okay.
Is a 4-year, I want to say at least a 3-time All-American for UNR.
Nice.
Just got inducted into UNR Hall of Fame.
Okay.
In California, I want to say he scored what? I want to say what was it, 2,000 points? 2,000 points in a single season,
That's great.
something like that. One of my closest friends in California. When I started training at the time, he was one of the biggest people that I had train with me while he was in college. Really watching film, I really learned a lot from as far as watching film, learning how to analyze players and learning tendencies and things like that. But Dominique, he's gritty, he's determined, he's focused, relentless. When I met Dominique, I only knew Dominique as a shooter.
Likewise.
I didn't know Dominique 10, 15 years ago, where Dominique was grabbing a dollar off top and back.
Wow.
Or, was on Team Flight Brothers and things like that. So being able to adjust his game and being able to challenge himself and his players and his team is 2 people off the top of my mind that I can actually say have had an impact on myself, whether if it's how I coach, train, or as a person.
And again, you didn't even know Neek for years before you met him, and now he's an impact on your life. You never know who you're going to run into. So I always say be respectful to everybody. You don't have to like everybody, but you got to respect everybody.
Absolutely.
So there you go. My turn, I guess. I got, 2 minutes? ISO, one-on-one. Because I'm weird like that. I got a good one. I was going to throw WWE in there, but we're running out of time. So here, this one's really funny, and then I got a serious one. So if you had to face any American Basketball Association, I think you know what you're going to say, American Basketball Association coach in all of the nation every year for the rest of your career for a title, who would that be and why? And what if you had a chance for any NBA coach, any era, to mentor you, who would it be and why?
First,
Any NBA coach for the rest of your career in the playoffs and why? This is going to be good. We all know what's coming. We know what's coming.
I know what he's gonna say.
Do we? Do we
Oh,
though?
man.
There's so many good coaches out there.
There are.
We got a few. Can name a few right now. Off the top of my
Eric is
head.
one.
Eric Brown, one of the
Eric
best
is one.
records in the ABA.
Mhm.
Okay,
Shout out to Eric Brown.
we'll see him later today. Possibly get an interview. We'll see.
Another one would be. It was the former coach for the Jacksonville Giants.
Oh my God, those guys, they were literal giants in the ABA.
Ryan Gallo.
I love,
from Buffalo Express.
shout out to Ryan Gallo. We had him a couple weeks ago. His story
Um,
was amazing. Nothing but love for you as well.
And he won his game that same day.
Yeah, he did in overtime. That was nuts. That game was insane. And they're playing today, actually. So good luck, Ryan.
Shout out to Buffalo Extreme. Good luck today. And the second one was if I wanted any coach to mentor me.
Any NBA coach to mentor you.
Yeah.
So many good ones.
That's why we ask these questions.
I know who I would pick. I'll wait for you.
Okay. Can I give you two?
You can do whatever you want. It's your show.
You the guest.
Okay. So I would go Phil Jackson,
Okay, Phil Jackson.
Greg Popovich.
Oh, the GOAT.
I would name two college coaches.
Coach K is one.
No.
Really? Oh, I gotta hear.
He's a good one, but yes.
Okay.
John Wooden,
I
Okay.
met John Wooden when I was in the hospital when I was
John
12.
Wooden.
Great guy. Uh-huh.
Dean Smith.
Ooh, yes.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. That's a good ending, actually.
Dean Smith recruited. Dean Smith got Michael Jordan.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
John Wooden had one of the best teams of all time.
Yes, he
in
did.
college.
Yes, he did.
And just his philosophy and his triangle, on how he views his players and life,
Yep.
and discipline, and things like that. The Wooden Triangle. You should look
Yep,
it up. It's a really good one.
That's what it's called.
Greg Popovich. Don't take no shit.
The GOAT. That's who I pick.
One of the winningest coach in the NBA. Phil Jackson. The Zen Master. Is really famous for coaching personality.
I was literally going to say that. You read my mind.
11
It's
time
on my
champion.
notes.
And if I'm going to say that, I'm going to throw in Tex Winter.
Okay.
There you go. He created the triangle.
Created the triangle. Okay,
Yep. Create the triangle. That's right. So, wow. Okay, again, guys, if you're just tuning in, you missed a lot. Make sure you tune in later on YouTube on Take a Shot Media Crew. Again, this is Double Dribble episode number 84. Hard Times to Hoop Dreams with Las Vegas Royals, ABA Blue Division champions, maybe ABA Pac South champions after today. Head coach Anthony McNeely. Again, we want to thank you so much for joining us and letting us join you, I guess. We came to your house. We're here at the Tarkanian in Las Vegas, Nevada right now. So shout out to the Tark. We appreciate y'all. If you're in the area, come to the game at 5 o'clock. You will not regret it. It will be absolutely awesome, and a champion's going to be crowned tonight. So before I get into my closing, Drew, go ahead and do your closing. Got about 2 minutes, sir.
All right, I might suck up a minute and 58 of it.
You probably will.
I would. Nah, just good luck tonight, Ant. I know you guys are gonna kill it regardless of what the score is. You guys are always champions no matter what. So shout out to you guys, Neek as well. You guys are gonna do your thing. So good luck tonight. I'll be watching simultaneously as I'm working. It's just, on closing, this was a very emotional episode. There was a lot of good questions in it, a lot of hard-hitting knowledge. Ant and me, we got that bond, and we all have that bond. And just like I said, like Ricky always says in the show, this one episode could change someone's life. And that's what we are. We are the dream builders. We are the makers, candy takers. I don't know, Willy Wonka yet if you want to. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. It is my all-time favorite movie. The 1971 version. Don't watch that new crap.
Gene Wilder.
They showed that at the Cosm. You should have went.
The Gene Wilder. And yeah, it's amazing. It has everything in it. But just in closing, just good luck, everything. And everybody who watches this, you can make a difference. Regardless what everybody says about you, counts you out, don't listen to them. It's just noise pollution. Make a difference. Be a positive influence on today. Don't step backwards, always push forward.
Wow. Noise pollution. I love that.
I appreciate that.
All right, George, your turn. Close it out.
Just want to shout out to you, Anthony, for coming to our platform. Like everyone said, like good luck on your game. You guys are gonna kill it. You guys are gonna bring the heart to the hardware, and you guys are gonna no matter what the outcome is, like Drew said, you guys are always champions only because we're champions at life. And yeah, like because you went through like a hardship, like we all did. We went through trials and tribulations, and then like what Ricky said earlier, we don't give up. And even you said it, we don't give up. But yeah, I just wanted to say that, and yeah, man, just keep pushing forward.
I appreciate that. Before you go,
I'm not going. Go for it.
before you go, two things. If I've ever, I want to say something.
For sure.
A lot of people ask why I do rap, right? And I always say I try to be a man.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't always that when it comes to my personal life or with committing to something.
Mm-hmm.
The Royals mean a lot to me. Not just because it just gives me an outlet to coach and play or whatever, but it gives me, I was accepted into something that I didn't think I was going to be accepted in. It's kind of like yin and yang, right? It's kind of like trying to fit somewhere. You're the missing piece of something.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody is one way, and you're completely different. And that's what makes it work.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate this team for what it's done for my career, what it's done for me. It's given me a chance. After coming from an experimental situation, and I appreciate I appreciate all my experiences in my career because it's brought me to this point. I appreciate it all, and this is where I belong. This is where I need to be. Thank Dominique for it. Dominique gave me a huge chance, and for that, I'm the longest coach. I'm the longest tenured coach in the world. And I appreciate that. And on a personal level, if you've ever given me money to borrow, if you've ever made me a meal, if you've ever Cash App me some money, Apple paid me some money, gave me a couch to sleep on, opened your home to me, put gas in my car. Anything that I needed to survive, to get through the day, whether you see it or not, I want to tell you I love you. I appreciate you. There was a reason for me to go home. And that reason was to take care of family and find myself so I can be a better person for others, be a better person for this team. And then for this team alone was not just my doing. There was other coaches here. One of them is the legendary Freddie Banks. So I cannot take full credit for this season. I'm just happy to be here and happy to be a part of it. But I really want to say thank you for allowing me to use you guys as platform and to break bread with friends, my brothers, my compadres, mi amigos, and to change a life, potentially, to have this conversation. And this isn't a conversation that I'm ashamed of. It happened. The fact that I was able to tell it and share it, I feel great, excited. It's a beautiful day to play basketball.
There you go.
On that note, we're going to leave it at that. I usually have a closing, a legacy, all this stuff. I'm not going to do any of that. This guy has said what he needed to say. This guy has changed multiple lives today. He hit me. I got like, my hair standing up on my arms. Like, no joke, you guys. I'm not kidding. We brought Drew out of his shell. And everybody here shared something really, really, really important, and it's because of this man right here. This man right here was put on the earth for a reason, and two of those reasons is right here next to him, and the other three are on that computer right there, along with his son Jordan. He's changing my life. I know that. We talk every single day. He's changing my life. I know he's helped George. I know he's changed Meek's life. I know he helps Drew when he can as well. It's not about just being a friend. You're a brother, dude. You don't come back from brotherhood. Brotherhood doesn't die. Remember that. And also remember one more thing, y'all. When life hands you the ball,
Take
take
your
your
shot.
shot. We're out of here. March, get me out here. How do I end it? Sorry, guys. Different computer.
Sorry, guys, yo.
End it. How do I end this thing? Different computer. End
Oh,
it.
right
Stop
there.
recording right there.
Oh, stop.
Oh, no. Stop recording. There, it stopped recording.